Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to.
And the Masters of the Universe!
In the mid-'80s, many kids were watching the butchest and yet somehow gayest cartoon that ever hit the airwaves, He-Man. I could tell you what the story's about, but why not let He-Man tell you himself?
I am Adam, Prince of Eternia and defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull.
A prince, really? I never would have guessed.
Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull!"
I guess he was just going through that holding aloft his magic sword and saying by the power of Grayskull phase, but luckily they happen to contain superpowers.
And I became He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe.
Except for Lou Scheimer, who apparently always gets top billing. So you get the idea. He-Man took place in another dimension where he defended the Castle Grayskull from the evil Skeletor. It wasn't a great show, but we enjoyed watching it, and years later people still love to talk about the gay overtones this show gave us. Now many of you might be saying, "No, He-Man isn't gay, how dare you say something like that?" Well, anyone who's still in question about this should take a look at the 1987 motion picture epic Masters of the Universe. A film that teaches us it's okay to be gay, but not a god-awful piece of retro crap. So let's just jump in and take a look at the first problem with this movie, the title. Why the hell is it just called Masters of the Universe and not He-Man Masters of the Universe? I mean, half of us didn't even know this was a He-Man movie because we never cared what came after the He-Man title. I mean, all we ever heard was He-Man something 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 something. So why didn't they leave it in? I don't know. Believe me, that's the least of this movie's problems.
Oh my god.
So the story begins at Castle Grayskull, which apparently is located in the Grand Canyon. The evil Skeletor has taken over the castle, but is angry because he looks like how John McCain will look in a couple of years. The only one who can stop Skeletor is the always shirtless He-Man, who's played by Dolph Lundgren. You know, the Russian guy from Rocky IV.
I must break you.
Trust me, I'd rather have you break me than sit through this ass fest. This guy is so foreign that I think even he forgets what accent he's supposed to have.
Now, why are you so important to Skeletor?
I've been looking for you. That's how Skeletor's troops got into the city and surprised us.
It sounds Russianese. So He-Man is accompanied by his team, led by Man-of-Arms, who's pretty damn old compared to the cartoon, but not as old as John McCain in just a few years. Okay, that's the last John McCain joke I'll make. Intentionally. He's also joined by Tila, Man-of-Arms' daughter.
Woman-at-Arms.
Hey, that's not funny! And Gwildor, who I guess is supposed to be like Orko, but again, why didn't they just make it like the show and call him Orko? Sure, he looks like the gay love child of Yoda from Star Wars and Gizmo from Gremlins, but we're not that picky. You could still call him Orko and we'd buy it. And speaking of gay, just look at this first action sequence and tell me there's no homoerotic themes going on here.
It's okay to be gay, let's rejoice with the boys in the gay ring. Hooray for the kind of man that you will find in the gay ring.
It's like Star Wars, only gayer. Dude, did he just zap that guy in the crotch? Actually, there's a lot of shots to the crotch in this movie. Talk about great balls of fire. But again, no gay overtones. So it turns out Skeletor is after Gwildor because he's invented a cosmic key that can take you to any dimension you want. Skeletor wants this device so he can, you guessed it, take over the world.
Of course! People of Eternia, the war is over. Those who do not pledge themselves to me shall be destroyed!
Sounds like John McCain's inaugural speech to me. Okay. I don't even dislike the guy, these jokes are too easy. I'll try to do better. It turns out Skeletor has also captured an enchanted sorceress known as, well, the Sorceress. He-Man tries to negotiate for her freedom.
Let her go.
I don't think so.
Negotiation's over! He-Man tries to save the Sorceress, but appears to be outnumbered. So Gwildor opens up the key and sends them to another dimension. It's like Back to the Future, only gayer. So He-Man and his team use the cosmic key to end up in which parallel dimension? Ours, of course, right dab in the middle of New Jersey. So let me get this straight. He-Man, the master of the universe, is going to use all his intergalactic weaponry and medieval-style fighting moves in the suburbs of New Jersey? This is gonna suck, isn't it?
Holy shit.
Alright, so He-Man is stuck in New Jersey as they're looking for the planet's inhabitants.
Alien life form. Big.
Let me blast.
Wait, it might be intelligent life.
In this movie, I doubt that. Oh look, it's the best actor in the movie! At least that line didn't sound rehearsed. Okay, so what's the epic hero He-Man and his mighty crew's first order of duty? To steal buckets of chicken from a second-rate drive-thru restaurant. Of course!
Good food. Never think while you're hungry.
And the Raiders of the Kentucky Fried Chicken!
One of the people who works at that fast food restaurant is Julie, played strangely enough by Courtney Cox.
If you break up with Kevin Corrigan, you will regret it for the rest of your life.
Kevin's changed. I've changed.
A, you still love him, and B, he still loves you.
When did this turn to Dawson's Creek? She's bummed because apparently her folks died in some sort of plane accident a year ago. Isn't this just what you think of when you think of a He-Man movie?
Your mom and dad wouldn't want you to go around the rest of your life blaming yourself. Would they?
No.
And the Masters of the Depressing Plot Expositions!
Meanwhile, Skeletor tracks down their position and sends out his evil team to find them. By the way, is it me, or does this guy really like dramatic turns? Seriously, I wish I had dramatic music every time I turn my head. I mean, what would... So Julie and her boyfriend find the Cosmic Key as Skeletor's troops close in on them. Look at these guys. They look like the Thundercats on the way to the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Julie and her boyfriend are separated as Julie comes under attack by Skeletor's Muppet demons. He-Man senses Babes and decides he wants to go after her. Once again, we get an erotic dance number, which I suppose is supposed to be an act.